It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Lions, coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase.
The Lions defense ready to go and in good form, coming off the shutout a week ago. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And like all of us, he's looking to finish strong here. It's been a good season for him. One that saw him really prove himself as an NFL starter. So you know he'll want to see it all the way through to the end.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form. And pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So move.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Lions defense back out there. They're going to need to bear down a bit with this drive beginning all the way out past the 40-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play fake. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins under pressure. They got him again. Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll take this to the 46. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lions defense back out there. Their guys have the lead here in this first half, and they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. They hold the lead here in this 3rd quarter, but every drive important in a 1-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. Cousins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Cousins. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Lions defense back out there. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago. So this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. They work now on 2nd and 9. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get it up?
The Detroit defense back onto the field. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a first down. In motion right is Osborne. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Second down, Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on E. The Lions defense back out there. They've pitched the shutout here into the fourth quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here. A first down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Detroit defense back onto the field. They've been the better of the two sides so far. They've got the two-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they try to see this one through to the finish. First down, here's Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down. Cousins to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense on third down today, just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Swings this out for Hunt. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The Lions defense back out there, and they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there was a good opportunity, just went awry there on a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. They've put in a very good shift so far. This one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the 4th as this next drive starts 1st and 10. Cousins. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Detroit, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.